All right, guys. One more update before I get ready for work. So the bearing deal support is here, right here. And it looks like it's going to work just the way I think. I'm going to have to make some sort of a bracket here to weld here onto the frame. So it'll probably look something like this, give or take. This is a nice straight bracket with a little 90 at the end. Weld that, probably put a gusset in it to hold that still. And that's it. Our issue is more or less solved. Plenty of room to weld a bead there and there. Of course, I'll worry about that when the time comes. I'll remove all this and then indent that a little bit so that has room to spin. But other than that, this is going to hold all that solid where it needs to be. And I'll make clearance down here. And that's pretty much it. I don't suspect to have any issues with that. So we'll probably get some time to do that later this week. It's supposed to rain tomorrow all day or part of the day. So if that's the case, I'll be in here doing this, getting this finalized on the steering. And that'll be that. So outside of the steering and finalizing the rack, that's it. That's the elusive all-wheel drive steering issues for the left-hand drive GTO. And I'm not saying there's not going to be any issues after this or some tweaking and stuff. I'm sure there will be, but I just want to show everybody, like, it's not that big of a deal. To me, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. And I'm no fabricator. I'm sure somebody who's really good at this could make this look a lot prettier and a lot simpler, but I'm just out here showing you guys, regular Joe mechanics and garage guys like myself, okay, maybe not regular, slightly above average, hardcore gearheads, what's possible. This is possible. It's clear. I just showed you it's possible. And I have very limited fabrication tools. This is the most fabricating this project's going to need outside of adding some studs or bolts for the transfer case, and then a couple of handful of parts I had to order from Australia, and a little bit of a massaging I have to do on the rack outers to make sure that stuff is extended out like it should be. That so far seems to be it. Everything else is as to be expected with any kind of a system, like automatic to 6-speed, as far as changing drive shaft lengths and stuff like that. That's pretty common. But this right here so far is the most involved part of the swap, which was the elusive steering that everybody was so concerned about. There it is. So I'm gonna get back to it, and I'll give you guys an update later this week once the tail shaft housing shows up. It cleared customs in California, so it should be here in the next 2 or 3 days. So we'll see. Thanks.